Look at these two stages. On one side, the bright lights and constant engagement of a beauty pageant. On the other, the clinical coldness of a high-fashion runway. Both utilize the human face, but they treat it as two completely opposite marketing tools. In the pageant circuit, a radiant smile is a mandatory performance tool. The environment is designed for warmth, requiring contestants to project immediate approachability to the judges and the crowd. This high level of facial engagement is a literal judging requirement. Inner beauty and audience connection are quantified metrics, making a broad positive expression a necessity for the competition. On this stage, the contestant's personality is the primary product being sold. On a high-fashion runway, that same warmth is a liability. Here, personality is a distraction from the work. The industry operates on the blank slate concept. A model's job is to act as a neutral backdrop, neutralizing their own expression, so the viewer's focus remains entirely on the design of the garment. This deadpan look also serves a strategic psychological purpose. By stripping away emotion, the model projects an aura of exclusivity and aspirational distance. Luxury brands thrive on the perception of being hard to reach. A cold, detached expression reinforces the idea that the brand belongs to an elite world that is intentionally inaccessible to the general public. The high-fashion scowl is a calculated branding strategy. It uses the human face to signal status through detachment. This mannequin standard hasn't always existed. In the 1950s, runway models were often called living dolls, expected to smile and engage with the audience. The shift towards stoicism took hold in the 1980s. It was a reaction against the era of big personalities, as designers pushed models to become more rigid and uniform to ensure the clothes remained the undisputed center of attention. That control lasted for decades, until social media changed the rules of entry. The democratization of fashion meant that a model's value was no longer determined solely by their look on a runway. Follower counts became a form of currency. To build an audience, models had to abandon the blank slate online, crafting relatable, authentic personal brands that required the very human connection the runway had banned. This created a conflict. The internet now demands the human warmth that luxury fashion spent half a century trying to remove. This balance scale represents the tension brands navigate. To grow online, they need digital relatability. To remain a luxury, they require prestigious distance. Smiling models increase joy and build trust. But extreme approachability risks losing the untouchable aura that defines luxury, eroding brand prestige. Brands are caught in a trap. They can smile to win the modern consumer or scowl to keep their elite status. To navigate this, the industry has adopted a dual strategy, splitting their visual identity across platforms. In live runway shows, the traditional stoicism remains. This preserves the core brand's prestigious detachment and keeps the focus on the presentation of the clothes. However, in commercial campaigns and social media feeds, that coldness is replaced. Here, brands deploy warmth and relatability to capture the attention of people scrolling through their phones. This is where AI-generated models are becoming a vital tool. They offer brands a level of control over expression that human models can't match. AI allows a brand to manufacture specific, inviting warmth for digital advertisements, while keeping the severe, prestigious edge of their human runway shows untouched. It creates an identity that can be both relatable and exclusive at the same time. The modern fashion face is a fragmented psychological tool. It is now engineered by technology to trigger a specific consumer response depending on the platform.